guys, welcome back to another series of the 5 days. So this is going to be our last plane of the day, and it's an Airbus A350, which is usually the Boeing equivalent of the Boeing 777. Now I came with a very hard blockade. It's really hard to replicate the tail because I decided to use those cockpits that usually I use the cockpit that's the equivalent of the the Airbus A350, but the tail didn't fit well, so I just decided to use the Airplanes Plus cockpit, which is much smaller and is literally the width of the Boeing 737. Anyways, everything went smooth sailing. The construction of the fuselage, the wings, although the landing gear is a bit of a problem because if you notice, there's 3 wheels in the A350, just like the Boeing 777. So there you go. But the 3 wheels, the heavy landing gear in the vanilla game is actually too long and too big. It would have belonged to a Concorde if anything. So I just had to use 3 separate parts, short parts of it. Yeah, I don't have a freaking scrape in already. So basically, oh yeah, the winglets. I decided to become a little bit of a genius here and decided to use the BD Armory armor parts as the winglets. I'm a genius, am I? Alright, so if you notice here, I decided to put both of my 3 wheels on a single part route, so it can be adjusted easily instead of having to adjust each one of them at a time. I can just adjust the whole thing instead of doing it 3 at a time. Now the next part I have to do is to configure the avionics, speed brakes, and parts to the action groups, which I really have to do here. Now, there's nothing much interesting with the Airbus A350, but the reason why I chose this plane as part of my project is because you know the airplane is extremely modern. It's very modern. Yes, and am I AFK? Okay. I'm not sure. Maybe I just went AFK there. Alright, so I think this is I think it's for the testing. I think it's the testing. Oh, there we go. It's the testing. Now, I reduced the testing part to 5 times speed, unlike the building montage, which is 10 times speed, because, you know, more interesting parts happen here. As usual, sometimes you can encounter some problems during the first test phase, but, surprisingly, the plane performed well on the first test. Except that when you go time warp, it's literally the fuselage bends. Yeah, the pencil plane. It's the pencil plane. Wow, pencil plane. Now, if you notice why you can only see the winglet is because of a visual glitch that has something to do with the physics range extender. Maybe I should disable it. What? Okay, I decided to do a barrel roll in the A350, something you shouldn't do in real life. Anyways, we are about to land in Kola Airport, which is actually a naval station, but you know it's open for public and commercial use. Now here's the weird part. Despite having these engines on full, even with only the first flaps, I'm still going at the minimum just above the stall speed, which is kind of annoying. Oh yeah, I'm about to miss the runway. What am I doing? Dumping fuel? Oh yeah, I just remember this part. This part I was trying to, you know, I didn't install like a fuel dumping system, so I had to dump it the more manual and longer way by running the engines at full speed here, while, you know, being very slow so that a lot of fuel can go out. Now this will take a while though, as it was so I'm just in the map view, just looking at admiring planets with the pods. But anyways, I encountered a problem, as you will see. We're 50 kilometers there, and I'm still waiting. Actually, it's kind of a mistake to click out of. So I'm just stuck here. Hold up. Disable all of that. I ain't want none of that nonsense. Just click on the freak. What is happening? What is happening? What? A wing just flew off. Why is the wing flew off? Why did the wing fall off? Maybe it's because I accidentally activated some kind of setting. Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. Anyways, after that terrible mishap, I decided to try to do some modifications, such as strutting the entire wing. Of course, I have to do it inside the fuselage, because if I do it outside, it's gonna look ugly on the aesthetic. So that's why I decided to do it inside, which is not as easy as it looks. But after that short adjustment, I decided to do the third test this time. This time from Kola Island, and decided to land it at the Kerbal Space Center. Oh, whoops! Looks like I decided to rotate the aircraft too early. Ah! I'm at the Get to me! Anyways, let's restart that. This time, let's not rotate too quickly. Anyways, alright, here we are. Back here. Here, time to take off and time to go to the Kerbal Space Center. Now, of course, this will be kind of boring, but, you know, how's your day going? Okay, mine is going quite normal. Very repetitive days since then. But I still have to make content for my YouTube channel. I wish I'm already at like 500 subscribers. Yeah, hit the like and subscribe button. Just do that. I always forget to do that. I'm an awful YouTuber. Anyways, I'm going through some clouds here. Okay. Decided to do some extreme maneuvers. Also, pitching up is quite difficult pitching up is quite difficult to do when you're in time warp, as the tail will always flop down a little bit. But now we are nearing the Kerbal Space Center, and it's time to initiate our landing. Now, if you notice that I'm still at 2/3 of the throttle, and I'm still going 16 meters per second, which is kind of very slow, which is the only thing you should do when you're already like 10 meters away from the runway. Alright, I'm closing in. I'm closing in on it now. I'm now about to close in onto the runway. Oh, I don't know why. 1,000. 900, 800, 700, 600, 500, 400, 300, 200, 190, 80, 50. And landing. That's not a really good first-person landing. But anyways, I decided to take a break. So that's it for this runway. And for my free time, I decided to mess around. But it's not the time to do that. So I hope you like this video. Hit the like and subscribe button. And I'll see you next time. Well, bye!